But we begin this morning's broadcast from the beautiful city of San Francisco, downtown. That's where JP Morgan is set to ring the opening bell. NYSE senior content creator Kristen Scholler is there live at the scene. She joins us now. Kristen, a very good and a very early morning to you on the West Coast, I should say. What can you share as JP Morgan prepares to ring the NYSE opening bell coming up in just a bit?
JD, we are ready to get this party started down here in San Francisco at the West End, St. Francis, San Francisco on Union Square. We've got dozens on site from JP Morgan to celebrate the opening bell. That's going to happen at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, 6:30 a.m. local time. This event leads the industry. More than 500 leading companies on site over the course of the next 4 days. The event runs through Thursday, more than 8,000 attendees, and of course, tens of thousands descending upon the city of San Francisco for ancillary meetings throughout the course of this week. We've got a lot planned, a lot in store for today's show today. I mentioned we're going to take you live to that opening bell at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Then Jeremy Meilman is going to join me for an interview right here on stage to talk about what is in store as this event sets the tone in the healthcare space for the year.
Hi, Kristen. It's an incredible event. We always hear so much about it. And admittedly, those of us not lucky enough to be there have only a little bit of FOMO for the fact that you get to be there. Talk to me a bit more about what else gets to take place throughout the week at this event.
Yeah, all sorts of meetings, presentations. Of course, the healthcare industry very much in focus this year. We'll be waiting for all sorts of updates when it comes to potential deals, business updates, clinical updates as well. Who's who within the industry is going to be on site, and it's a great way for those to network, to learn from each other, and to talk about innovation that is shaping the future of healthcare.
Kristen, you're also going to be speaking with the leader of JP Morgan's Global Healthcare Investment Banking Group a little later on here in the show while you're there on the ground in the Bay Area. What are your expectations for what he will share and what you hope to talk about?
Yes, you're going to see Jeremy Meilman ring that opening bell alongside NYSE President Lynn Martin. They're both here on site as everyone makes their way in for the big moment today. Jeremy's going to join me later on for an interview. He's going to talk about this event, what makes it so special, how JP Morgan, an NYSE listed company, is supporting its own organizations throughout their life cycle, and of course, top themes and trends that we can expect for 2026 in healthcare. There's a lot to talk about, a lot of change in store. We saw some of that disruption in 2025, and it's certain to continue here as innovation is at the forefront in 2026.
Kristen, who else is lucky enough to be in attendance to ring the remote opening bell from SF in just a bit?
I gave you a deep tease on that earlier, JD, and we do see dozens of those from JP Morgan on site here today. They're going to be up here on the podium. You can probably see the bell very close to me. They're going to do the honors in that beautiful wide shot that we're getting right now to celebrate, of course, all the work that goes into planning a major event like this and all of the wonderful updates that are going to come out of this year's 44th annual JP Morgan Healthcare Conference. For 44 years, it's taken place here at the West End in San Francisco on Union Square, and I can feel the energy already. It's palpable, and you're going to see it live on stage, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, 6:30 a.m. local time for those in San Francisco on the West Coast who got up early with us this morning.
Yeah, absolutely awesome, Kristen. Every opening bell is a big deal, all the more so when we get to do it remote. I got less than a minute left with you while you're there. What more can you tell us about the conference this week and things you're looking forward to?
It's a great question, JD. It's a really important time for people to come together, whether that's a public company, a private company, and talk about what they're seeing in the space. We've seen interest rates come down. Is that an environment that is more friendly to deal making? How can companies come together, work together to really forge forward when it comes to these innovations and how they're adapting to within a relatively new administration? So certainly a lot of interesting updates expected on the horizon here. We'll hear more from Jeremy in his own words shortly later on after that opening bell to find out what really is the special sauce for this year's event. It's an honor to be here with the New York Stock Exchange, and we're ready to get this party started.
Yeah, no doubt. We are also ready to watch you get the party started from back here in New York. The great Kristen Scholler set to kick things off with a remote ringing of the bell there from San Francisco in just a bit.